Lake Michigan College is the #1 community college in Michigan and ranked 13th in the nation. LMC is your community college where they connect you to your future. To learn more, check out lakemichigancollege.edu.
The Morning Show with Ken and Friends on 94.9 WSJM.
7:15, and I am the and friends portion of Ken and Friends because I'm Zach and not Ken. Ken is enjoying a holiday off, and in the years that I have worked for the Midwest Family, I don't believe I've ever not worked a holiday, so here I am, but I enjoy it quite a bit. Again, I'm Zach East, and not only do I have a hat that is shared here between the radio stations, it's also shared between United Way of Southwest Michigan. And we'll talk to Maria Springs from United Way of Southwest Michigan in just a moment about our Volunteer United program. But first, as you heard there from Carrie Peugeot, we will be seeing some chances for flurries this morning. And then later on in the way part of the evening, a chance for rain, because why not? It is Michigan winter weather after all. 38 in Benton Harbor, 39 in St. Joe, 37 in Niles, and 37 in South Haven. And as mentioned, Maria Springs joins us here from United Way of Southwest Michigan. We were kind of joking off mic that it's, I'm sure, a little bit interesting to, deal with me in the hallways at United Way. And now you have to deal with me here at the radio station. I'm just all over everybody's lives. I'm sure it gets to be a lot. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fun. It keeps us on our toes.
Well, thank you. Let's talk about the work that you do, because the work that you and Morgan and Debbie do inside the Volunteer United program at United Way is pretty spectacular. Most folks know Volunteer United as the organization within the organization that puts together events as big as Rake a Difference, but there's lots more to
Yes.
Volunteer United. So what is Volunteer United?
Yeah, so Volunteer United is a really great tool that we have. So it is within United Way of Southwest Michigan, but it's kind of our central hub for all things volunteer work in our area. It's a website that is free to use for local agencies and individuals to help them get connected to opportunities to help. It's sponsored by the DeGroot Family Foundation, and there is about 80 agency profiles on there right now, but we would love to see that number grow and just see those connections be made even more in the community. It's a great way to learn about what's out there and kind of start making those connections if you don't know where to start.
So if you go to the Volunteer United website, which is, you can get to it from uwsm.org.
Yes.
We'll start with the first part. There are lots of organizations
Yes.
within Southwest Michigan, not only companies that have maybe some projects that need some help with volunteers, but most of it is church groups and other nonprofits in the community. So this is the place where they can actually create that profile to post those needs, as opposed to, say, putting them on Facebook and hoping people respond, right?
Yeah, it creates a really nice centralized area to kind of like manage all of those volunteer things. So organizations can sign up for free and make their profile, and it gives them some options to share kind of what they do in their work, their mission statements, and the work that they would like to get done in our area. So it's a really nice and easy way for people to sign up right on the website. So you can track your volunteer information, who's signing up, what hours they are working, and what needs were filled. And it's a great way for other people to learn about what they're doing. So like you said, other organizations that people might not know about, there's lots of food pantries, donation centers, and other organizations on there. So
a pretty good example that I've noticed in kind of looking through the agencies on the website is that it doesn't, the needs that those agencies post, the organizations post, don't have to be for a special event.
yeah.
They can be for everyday work, like,
Yes.
hey, the church just needs somebody to do some vacuuming or something. It's as simple as that, but it can be more complex, right?
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of ongoing needs on there, whether that is like maintenance work. There's indoor and outdoor opportunities too, which are nice. Any like office cleanup that people need to do, or special events. So there's a lot of different opportunities, and there's also a lot of recurring needs, say for food pantries, like monthly food drives or weekly events as well. So there's really something for everybody out there and something for kind of every time frame. And a lot of it is pretty flexible as well. So it's really easy to get involved.
So if I'm a volunteer, I might like to go to the website and sort of create my profile as well so I can hopefully get matched with these opportunities, right?
Yeah, for sure. So when you sign up, it actually gives you an option to fan some agencies that you might be interested in,
Hmm.
as well as selecting causes that you might be passionate about or that you might want to learn more about and participate in. So it recommends opportunities to you kind of based off of those things that you put in the website. So it's a really easy way to get connected. And you can kind of manage those preferences in there as well. So
That is pretty neat, especially if you're, I mean, we're all busy. If you're not paying attention to logging in every week to look for stuff,
yeah.
this is just going to do that for you and send you an email alert, right?
Yep. It just notifies you of when your fanned agencies post a new need or update a new need. So that way it's kind of a really easy reminder about some new things that they have going on.
So there's also some of the descriptors of some of that volunteer work I've noticed is also pretty helpful to let you know whether or not there's going to be something in particular involved, like physical activity.
Yeah. There's a lot of options that agencies can put in when they're designing these volunteer opportunities. So, kind of whether it's indoor, outdoor, accessibility features, age groups, or anything like that. Um, Anything important, those details you can add in there. So there's a lot of descriptors to let you know exactly what you're getting into. And we do see a lot of success when volunteers know what they're getting into kind of upfront. So when you're designing those roles, just try to create descriptive but fun titles too. That's always
Mhm.
something we like to see. And you can add pictures as well. So it's pretty neat.
That's a good point too, because those people who have signed up for volunteer opportunities in the past probably want to at least maybe see some of the work that they're getting involved in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, I was gonna just mention too. I think that might be just a guess why perhaps Rake a Difference became so popular.
Yes.
Is that even though yard work doesn't traditionally seem very or look very glamorous by any stretch, just the fact that people were out there having a good time, but
Yeah.
also making a real impact, I think made an impact on people.
Yeah, for sure. I think it goes a lot deeper than people realize just upfront. Like just when you're looking at the website, there's a lot of opportunities, but I don't think it always shows right there like how deep it really goes.
Yeah.
So when they're looking at those pictures and when we're hearing the stories of the impact that you're really making, like you truly are making a difference just by signing up for one of those things. It's a great way to expand your volunteer resume as well as make other connections that you might not even expect in the community, especially with Rake a Difference, where we brought together 1,545 volunteers and served 348 seniors. Something like this, it goes a lot deeper than you would expect. So
It sure does. And again, it's free. We want to make sure people remember that. So head to the website, which is volunteer.uwsm.org. And we'll talk about a few more things with Volunteer United and Maria Springs here coming up in just a moment from United Way of Southwest Michigan. It's 7:23 at WSJM. It is 7:28. We'll get to ABC News coming up here in just a moment. Continuing to speak with Maria Springs from the Volunteer United program at United Way of Southwest Michigan. And we were talking just a little bit here about the Volunteer United website and lots of opportunities for both organizations to sign up and post their volunteer needs, all for free. But you, as Maria the volunteer, could also go to the website, make your profile that says what you're interested in volunteering for and perhaps where,
yes.
and then you're matched with those opportunities. So as we kind of put the cap on that discussion about the website, there's also a chance for, if you go through your list as a volunteer and you want to fan an organization or like them, if you'll use the Facebook connotation, if you want to find an organization that you want to connect to, but they're not on the list, they can get a hold of the team at Volunteer United, and you guys can, do the legwork of talking with those organizations and getting them on board on the website, right?
Yeah, definitely. If there are some places that are not on the website, we would love to make that connection. So definitely let us know, and we would love to help them get connected and fill any volunteer needs they may have. So that would be very helpful. You can send us an email or call our volunteer line, but somebody from the team would love to get some details from you and try to make those connections. So.
And the email address is just volunteer@uwsm.org.
Yes.
And if they want to call the main line, it's just 982-1700. All that's on the website as well. I might recommend perhaps waiting till after the holiday because we're about to close for holiday break here.
Yes.
But there is plenty going on with Volunteer United. We still have plenty more to talk about here just after the 7:30 portion of the news in just a little bit. So if you'll stick around, that would be fantastic. And we'll talk about how organizations and companies can get help organize and volunteer events as well. So,
The Morning Show with Ken Lundberg on WSJM.
7:38. Ken gets the chance to sleep in this week. I'm Zach East filling in, and Carrie Peugeot, as you heard her there, has mentioned that it is going to be kind of weird and mild and cloudy and a little bit of flurries and a little bit of rain and such throughout the rest of today, tomorrow, and a little bit into Christmas Day as well. The temperatures throughout the area, pretty mild at the moment. 37 in Benton Harbor, 39 in St. Joe, 36 in Niles. We're up to 38 in South Haven, the warm spot throughout Southwest Michigan. And we've been talking this morning with one of my colleagues at United Way of Southwest Michigan. Maria Springs joins us from the Volunteer United program. We talked about how this the Volunteer United program is not only a program that exists at United Way, it's really also a system that's basically a free website for people to register their organization with volunteer needs, that then volunteers that make their own profiles, also free, get the chance to get matched with those volunteer opportunities, and the cycle of volunteerism continues forward. So hopefully you got the chance to visit the website. If not, it's plenty of time to visit it here over the next, several weeks, 365 days a year if you'd like. But one of the pieces that we want to talk about with Volunteer United as a program is that we're really well staffed at United Way with yourself and Morgan and Debbie, who concentrate on volunteer opportunities and working with organizations in our community. But not every organization might be on that website. We talked about how you can also, of course, tell us about organizations that you'd like to get us connected with for volunteer opportunities. But maybe you're a company or a small group that's looking for a volunteer, project, a plan, more than just a few, one-off things that are on the website. We have some pretty good examples of area companies that work with Volunteer United to put some stuff together, right?
Yeah, definitely. So one really good example is helping out with Whirlpool's KitchenAid Day of Caring.
Mhm.
They use the site to serve a number of different agencies on that day each year and help them fill multiple different volunteer needs. So they sign up with a lot of teams, and that's a really great way for us to connect them with some other agencies who might be needing some help as well. And then we also have really great connections with Gast Manufacturing. They are awesome about signing up teams to help with a lot of things, but a great example for us is helping out with packing senior care kits for our Make a Difference event. We have a lot of volunteers come in from them every year, so they are a wonderful example of that. And then if you're a smaller group or an individual just looking for a project also, we do have DIY kits that you can sign up to help and make, and a member of the team will contact you just to get some details. But that's a really great way to put something together, whether you get the items yourself or if you want any help coordinating getting items and making a bigger event out of that. It's a great way to put together some donations for agencies in need. So that's something that small groups, individuals, large groups, really anybody can do also. But any of us can help get some information and help you put together some projects if you're interested. So
what if you don't know what you want to do? You also have that kind of advice, because there's plenty of things that you and the team have sort of made up out of thin air that have been incredibly impactful, right?
Yeah, for sure. We do have a questionnaire that we can send out to just to get some information, and it kind of offers some ideas on what types of work that you can do. If you're looking for some ideas, there's a lot of different things, whether that's putting kits together, doing an outdoor project, helping with like some office maintenance, packing. There's so many different things. It's honestly endless. It just depends on what you would like. But we can go through those questions with you and kind of find something that fits everybody's needs and then connect you with somebody in need for that specific type of project. So
the neat thing about it is that I feel like I've met in my many years of volunteering with people that there's always a group of people who don't want to do that specific thing.
Yeah.
And then there's one person who's like, oh, this is my jam. I
For
want to be the
sure.
one to paint the whole building. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
So many places honestly have a lot of those things too, and there are a lot of skills-based volunteer opportunities, which is kind of nice. You can search things by skills too if you do have something that you'd like to show off or something that you really like to do like that. So there's truly something for everybody on there, but yeah.
That is fantastic. So the website is free. It is the best place to kind of get connected again with all these volunteer opportunities that exist. In fact, all the staff at United Way have a volunteer profile, and I'm often getting pings for things that I might be interested in.
Yeah.
I've roped my significant other into those things as well as family members and such. My brother Mike helped with our Whirlpool appliance sale this
yeah.
past year. Those are the kinds of things that I think also you just don't think about a little bit sometimes. Is you yourself might be interested in a project, but it's interesting how it also sometimes brings family and friends along.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's how a lot of people have grown their volunteer base. And I know one of our other coworkers started working at United Way after volunteering with her family at an event. So it really is a great way just to get involved. It gives you a family activity if you'd like. It can help you learn a lot about your community. There's so many great things about it. Honestly, it's wonderful. I would encourage anybody to check out the site and see what's out there. So
volunteer.uwsm.org is the website address, and that is where you'll find all the work of Maria and Morgan and Debbie, who manage Volunteer United here for the community. And remember, it is a free service, and it's brought to you by the DeGroot Family Foundation. They do a great job of helping us pay the bills for what is not a cheap system.
yes.
And make it free for everybody to be able to use. So
Yeah.
big thank you to them and many other folks who help out with that. And Maria, thanks for stopping in.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.